had a booth at the Lunar New Year Festival in Monterey Park. And so I had a group of staff there on Saturday, and they talked about the families and the amazing food, which is what you expect when you come to Monterey Park, and all the activities and the love and the happiness and the celebration. Because for 2 years during the pandemic, this festival could not happen. And this year, we finally had it. And to have this tragedy happen during one of the most cherished and important holidays for so many of our Asian American community, to happen in a community like Monterey Park that is 65% Asian American. Here in San Gabriel Valley, San Gabriel Valley is a majority Asian and one of the largest Asian American communities in this country. And to happen in the context of the last 3 years where we've seen the rise in anti-Asian hate, where we felt like we've had a bullseye on our backs already. And so it doesn't matter to me, people speculate what was the intent of the shooter. We may never know. But what matters is the impact on our community. We have felt targeted and we are all grieving. But we are a resilient community. We are a community of people who have been able to persevere over violence, over pandemic. Some of us have immigrated or have families who've immigrated and had to navigate cultural and language barriers, and still we prevail. We've come from countries where there was civil war and economic hardships, and yet we still prevailed. And we will prevail. We will come out of this. We will remain a strong and close community. I want to mention 2 specific resources that are very important to our community. First is there is a fund on GoFundMe for the Monterey Park Lunar New Year Festival victims. It is being housed, led by my organization, AJ SoCal, but it is being administered by a coalition of API and Chinese civil rights organizations like Asian Pacific Community Fund, led by Chen, my friend who will speak in a minute, Chinatown Service Center, the Asian American Foundation, and others. And so far, we have raised over $800,000 that will be given 100% to the victims. And by victims, I mean specifically those who were directly injured or lost their lives. What I ask of all of you here tonight, if you know of a victim or you are a surviving family member or next of kin, please contact our organization and let us know, because we have no way of knowing who the victims are ourselves. The government cannot give us that list because it's private. So unless you come to us, we cannot get the money to you. And our goal is to get the money to you as fast as possible, because you have costs and you have needs, and we want you to make sure they are met. So for those who want to donate, please go to GoFundMe and you will see that site and you can share and help support the victims. But really my ask is for those who are victims or know victims, please let them know to reach out to us. And I'm going to give you our English helpline number is 1-888-349-9695. And our Chinese helpline number that is manned by Cantonese and Mandarin speakers is 800-520-2356. And if you couldn't remember that all, our website is www.ajsocal.org. That's AJSOCAL.org. And the second resource that is actually linked to that GoFundMe page is an API service resource directory. And that directory lists important community-based organizations on the ground who provide mental health services, victims support services, legal services, and so many other. And these are organizations that have worked with the community for years and decades, and they are trusted members of the community. So if you know of a victim, a family member, or anyone in our community who is struggling and needs that mental health support or needs other support, please go to that directory and make sure that you reach out to the organizations there. I'm going to now turn it over to my friend Chen Yan to go ahead and say some remarks as well as saying some in Chinese.
Good evening. My name is Jingyan Qian, Executive Director of the Asian Pacific Community Fund. Connie has mentioned about how our coalition together to raise funds. When I called her on Sunday morning, I told her we need to set that fund right away. Within less than 12 hours, we got together, 7 groups, the page was up. Overnight, without promotion, we got $150,000 already. Since the promotion on Monday, I think many media saw me on the Monday in front of the City Motor Park. Now we are 800,000 above. But I do want to tell you, this hit too close to home to me personally. I actually a little bit scared stepping into the parking lot today here. Last time I was here, I was with my kids. Both my children love ballroom dancing. So actually, I was the parent who took them to the studio to take a private lesson. That was my last time stepping into this parking lot. My son now is college. He was the one called me on Sunday morning from East Coast. When I was still sleeping, didn't have my phone turned on. I didn't watch the news because I saw it's a Lunar New Year. He was the one calling me, are you home? Are you okay? Did you go to the party? Is that the dance studio I learned the ballroom dance? The rest of it, you can figure. It's very sad. It's very hard to believe this happened. But we do have hope. Actually, I love that song. The other company that sing that we're doing for our next generation. We need to start with hope. Raising funds is one way to provide the hope. I know many of you want to help, you don't know how to. Support through the GoFundMe, $10, $20, doesn't matter. It shows you care. Another thing is that share the resource on the GoFundMe with all the detail and translate it. That's the least thing you can do. But there's one more thing I'm going to do. Amen. 大家好，我是亚太社区基金会的执行长，我叫黄群燕。来到这里让我非常的难以言喻，因为我的孩子小时候看电视看到人家跳国标舞，跟我说他可不可以学，这就是他学跳舞的地方。现在他上大学，看到新闻的第一件事情，过年居然是看到他学跳舞的地方有这么严重的枪击案。我想我们没有任何一个人希望在大过年的时候听到这个消息，但是事情发生了，我们能做什么？我们要帮助each other，我们要帮助我们的社区，帮助所有在我们身边所有的人。亚太社区基金会跟7个联合组织，包括 AAJ 校靠，我们已经筹到超过80万美金的慈善基金，100%都会帮助受伤死亡的家属。但是我们需要你们来找我们，因为政府并不会把你们的私人资料告诉我们，所以我们希望能够尽快把这些钱送到您身上，让你可以去处理丧葬费用、处理医疗费用、处理生活上的必须，因为社区关心你。我知道很多人不知道怎么跟我们联络，希望今天我们的出席让你知道我们在这里。I hope through the media, people know how to find Connie and me. You trust that we are doing this from the love. We're doing this because we care. We're doing this because we are united together. We are stronger together. We are better together. GoFundMe is a platform, but it actually is a heart of giving for everybody of the United States who is giving through that platform, not limited to the Montreal part. If you look at the list, it's entire United States, cross of the skin of color, cross of the language, cross the accent of whatever we speak in language. I hope you all share the information we shared today with whoever around you. Once again, dear to my heart, it hit too close to home. I never believed this happened, but it did happen, so we need to change it. We need to bring hope. And together, we hope together, and we are going to do it together. Thank you so much.